So, listen, I want to go talk to this guy that got up early, that hosted me on his ranch yesterday, along with his wife, Catherine. And this is, guys, a round of applause for Governor Doug Burgum. Great to see you, Governor. Thanks so much for coming down. So, I watched you on the Sunday shows yesterday at Meet the Press. They have the same interview with you every week. What about January 6th? And will you accept the results of the election? Are you surprised?
No.
Why do they have that theme over and over again?
Well, I think after the disastrous debate performance by Joe Biden on Thursday night, they had nothing to talk about. Joe Biden's wrong on all the issues that matter. You heard it here this morning in North Dakota. The border, the economy, inflation, national security.
Right.
He's got no answers on all those, and so they have to just turn around and try to attack President Trump about stuff that's 4 years ago.
So they're trying to go after his advisors who've been with him for 20 years, Ron Klain and Anita Dunn. But you point out that Ron Klain's the chief of staff, but he's acting like the chief of staff outside the White House still because he's controlling Jeff Zients, who's controlling the president.
Well, it's broader than that, but you've got the whole Democratic machine that had this devil's bargain 4 years ago that said Joe Biden's going to be the presidential candidate, Kamala's going to be the vice president, and then they all got together. Elizabeth Warren, Bernie, Clinton, Obama, everybody got together and said, this is the ruling package we're going to have, and that package all got exposed on Thursday night. It's all falling apart. They're in total chaos. Donors are fleeing, and President Trump is looking stronger than ever.
So, number one, thanks for having me at your place yesterday. Yeah, as comfortable as he looks in a suit, you're much more comfortable in jeans, on your ranch, on a horse. What was the difference between my horse and your horse?
I would say about 15 years of age.
My horse was 26 years old, right?
Yes.
Right. I did not know that. But still, I was a handful. One of the serious conversations that Donald Trump is going to have everywhere he goes is going to be about abortion. In fact, the only reason there wasn't a red wave was about abortion and Roe v. Wade. What is your message on that? In North Dakota, they've spoken. It's 6 weeks, right? No exceptions?
Well, it was passed by the legislature. That's the law in North Dakota. But President Trump was so strong on this. This is the first time we've ever had a Republican win a presidential debate on the topic of life. And he did that because he was very clear. President Trump is opposed to a federal abortion ban, which is the same position that I've had.
Wants the states to decide.
Yeah, the states decide, 10th Amendment. And what President Trump then turned around and said to Joe Biden, are there any restrictions you would accept? Joe Biden wouldn't answer the question. The moderators asked him. And, of course, the Democrats have got the extreme position here because they're willing to support, doing an abortion in the 30th day of the 9th month, which every American finds abhorrent.
So you've been flying around with the president. You're playing a big role. As I mentioned, I talked to him right before we did the interview. J.D. Vance was very honest with Lawrence. And he said, what do you think? He goes, what do you think about being number two if you don't get it? And he said, look, I'm be disappointed if I'm not the number two. If Doug Burgum doesn't get it, do you feel the same way?
The only thing that would disappoint Catherine and I is if President Trump is not elected again. And that's what we're spending our time and energy on right now because we know it's the right thing for North Dakota. We know it's the right thing for the country.
What did you not know about President Trump that you know now that you've been with him so much, so often?
Well, I think everybody that has seen him in our country sees him through the lens of the media and how they interpret him. But I think one thing, if you spend time with him, of course, he's smart. Right. He's very funny. I mean, super funny. Right. But he's also super curious. I mean, when he's around people and when he's not at a rally and he's around business leaders, Silicon Valley, energy leaders, Wall Street, the guy's asking questions. He absorbs all that information and he moves forward with it. He's got a great sense as a business guy.
Curiosity.
Yeah,
too.
of who's the customer and how do we take care of him.
And if you do, in fact, get Donald Trump out to your farm, he will not get on a horse. I guarantee you that, even if it's 26 years old. Governor, thanks so much for coming down. It was great meeting you and your wife, Catherine.
And you're a natural on horseback. We got to get you back out here for Roundup.
Up until this moment, you've always told the truth. But you just told America a lie. How dare you? All right, Governor, thanks so much. Round of applause for Governor Doug Burgum. Back to the couch, guys. We'll check in with you again, get to meet more people shortly.
Okay, very good.
Brian.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.